So we'll see how we do here. He is running, looks like Blood Diamond Control with life gain, very likely. Or maybe he's running something I haven't seen yet. Maybe he's running some sort of like humans with life gain or something. This is not great. I don't know if he mauled. I think I'll sit on this. Oh, okay, he's mulling. Wow. So I'm definitely sitting now on this. It's not amazing, but we'll see how this goes. Keep hands. Say good luck, have fun. We do get the first card draw, so we might draw that third shard here. We need about 5 shards to win, or not to win, but to get everything online in the deck. Something tells me he's playing Blood Diamond Control, though. Yeah, Blood Diamond Control it is. So if I need to basically just punch through the damage fast enough. Alright, sweet. So that puts me in a much better position than I was with my opening hand. So I can definitely play. I can play the Countermagic now, and that's pretty sweet. So turn 1 Ancestor's Chosen is pretty rough for him to have to deal with. He can deal with it in a couple of turns. He doesn't have Zared also to deal with Ancestor's Chosen, so that hurts. Yeah. It happens sometimes. I just went down to 5 cards versus the AI, and I was probably going to beat it. So, oh well. At least he knows I didn't stack shuffle his deck, you know, because, you know, I can't touch his deck. It's in the virtual world. Okay, so swing it in, and then pass the turn back. Oh, that was a mistake. He could have repel here. So a big play mistake there, actually. I should not have actually swung in. It's not worth the 1 point of damage. So if he had repel, he probably would have used it there. So that was, yeah, big play mistake there, actually, already. I'm pretty... I gotta shake the cobwebs off. I gotta play better than that. That was really bad. I was gonna solitary exile my guy? Okay. That seems pretty bad. Okay, well, I got 2 Spectres in the deck. I got it for 1 turn, yeah, because I played on turn 1, turn 2, so, yeah. So I'll be playing an Eldritch Dreamer. It depends. I think I'll run out the Splinter first, and then I'll get the Eldritch Dreamer online to try to draw some fire, in case, you know, because he probably has Inquisitor in there. I want to keep pressure on the board as much as possible. Splinter's nice because it also delays extinction for a turn right now until he has 8 resources, but you know, that's pretty important. So, yep, the Ancestor's Chosen, yeah, okay, so he doesn't have his blood, so I can run out my Eldritch Dreamer and start drawing cards here. So I'll go ahead and do that. It's still somewhat risky because he could draw into it, but I think that it's worth the risk, so we'll just run him out, and then if he doesn't deal with him on this next turn, I've got Countermagic for the next, you know, and I'll just sit on Eldritch Dreamer, keep drawing cards, and Countermagic to defend him. And I'll have a Mastery of Time up if I draw a resource. So he needs to, okay, so he might have the, yep, there he is. Okay, so took a risk there, not the best right now. You know, saw where he was at, figured he couldn't play it, but that's fine. See, he only had he had a very short window to get that online anyways, so that's fine though. I can run out Splinter now, and Splinter can block Inquisitor, or I can Gralk after that. So we'll just run out the Splinter to just keep the pressure on the board. If he swings in with Inquisitor, we'll just take it. I don't really care about the damage right now. He can give his Inquisitor life drain. But yeah, I'd rather not the Inquisitor go back into his hand, then he can replay him. I'll just take the damage. I don't think he'll swing in, though. We'll see. Actually, you know what? I probably will block him, because then he can't replay him, and I'll have Countermagic for it the next time. So yeah, I will block here. If he plays his... if he attacks. Not too much of a reason to attack, though. I'd say. Just gonna exile my guy, and just going card for card with me. So he exiles my Splinter, sure. So he can swing in for 3, sure, I'll take 3. No problems. He's drawing, you know, for drawing down to 5, he's doing pretty well with his Blood Diamond control here. I'll go and draw a card. Okay, so we'll go ahead and throw out the Buccaneer, and then we'll throw out the Gralk next turn. No targets for the Buccaneer. I need to just get damage on the board. That's what I need to do. Start pushing damage through so I can Gralk and then Mastery of Time to push a lot of damage all at once. Let's see if I Gralk him. Yeah, we'll see. Take 3 more. Eldritch Dreamer does buy me a turn at least. I can at least block. So, Pegasi, sure. So I can exhaust that with Gralk. And then start swinging away. So yeah, we'll go ahead and Gralk the field here. Swinging in. And then next turn we've got Mastery of Time to give me another 8. That'll give me 8, and then another 4. It'll give me 12 damage. I've got 12 damage that I can do in one turn with 2 Mastery of Time if he doesn't throw up another blocker here. So if he doesn't have, if he's run out of answers, if he's run out of blockers for me, then that would be good. He actually has exactly what he needs, so he needs to not top deck shards here. If he, yeah, another Inquisitor, well, that sucks. So he's gonna hit my Gralk, I guess. Sure, that's annoying. Alright, well, it looks like I will be blocking one of his Inquisitors with my Buccaneer, and then I'll try to counter it the next time he plays it. I'm in a bad position now. I don't think I want to Mastery Time just yet. I'll just wait. Oh, that's annoying. He's drawing all the right cards to deal with the board state. So I'm going to take all kinds of damage here. Looking pretty good for him, that's for sure. Alright, so I guess I'll just do that. Take a bunch of damage. You can't really replay that guy yet anyways, so... It's not looking good. That's for sure. Started out pretty good, though. I'm in a bad position. I might just have to Mastery Time here. There's a Buccaneer. That kind of helps. You know, I'm gonna Mastery Time just so I can Buccaneer and have Countermagic up. Might just Buccaneer his other Inquisitor to get him to replay it, maybe. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to Buccaneer his Inquisitor here, and then I'll have Countermagic for the next time he plays an Inquisitor. He should expect that I have Countermagic after that play, though. I'm just going to sit on this board state so I have my Ancestral Spectre I can trade with his Cloud Knight. So, we got Countermagic for the next couple Inquisitors. It's going to murder my Spectre. I'll go ahead and let that go through. I need to be able to stop the Inquisitors from coming back. That's fine. I'll take 3 here, I guess. I'll probably trade the Gralk here, actually, because he's not really doing much, and he's not. There's no way for me to do anything with him. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and trade the Gralk here. See if he replays his Inquisitor. I'm gonna have to. I get to swing through with Buccaneer. He can't block his guys, so that's yeah, not the best. He's gonna play a Forgotten Lord. I guess I'll go ahead and say no to that. I still have 2 more Countermagic for those Inquisitors. I do have Mastery of Time, so I get to take an extra turn here, which is probably what I'm gonna end up having to do. Things are looking pretty bad, though. He's countered every single card I've dropped. There we go. Sapper's Charge will help. Actually, I'll just kill this guy now. No. I need to have the... Well, no, you can only play one of them. So yeah, I'm just going to kill this guy now. Swing for 2. And I can Countermagic the next Inquisitor here, which he has to play to get board state back. Slowly but surely, I'm kind of gaining some sort of board state back here. He's got a lot. He's got more cards in hand than I have, though. So play an Inquisitor here, which I can counter, hopefully. Yep. No. No, sir. You do not get an Inquisitor. Might as well... I don't know if I really want a Mastery Time here. He has to draw another resource to play the other Inquisitor because it's at 6 because I blocked it with the last Buccaneer. That's not the best. I have to play that. I guess I'll swing through with Buccaneer here. Board state to me, so I might as well just sit on this board state. It's fine. I've got Countermagic up and Mastery Time. I don't think getting the extra damage in with Mastery Time is just not worth it right now. It just, all it does is cantrip me a card and give me 2 more damage. It doesn't seem like it's worth it, so I'll just sit on it. I'd rather be able to stop that next Inquisitor. Inquisitor's pretty sick. He's just not drawing enough cards or something. I guess he feels safe to sit on 2 damage for quite a while in case he's got like Extinction or something. Yep, gotta keep playing these. Swing through Buccaneer, pass the turn. Eldritch Dreamer, if I could have had Countermagic to have supported it early in the game, would have been just so ridiculous. That would have easily have taken over the game. So maybe I should have waited to play it, but he was on 3 resources, so I mean I took a risk, calculated risk. Let's see, does he play Inquisitor again here? He plays His Majesty King Gabe, which I obviously have to say no to. And he still has an Inquisitor he can play, although I think it should have added 2 to that, so that should cost 8 now. So, still not in a great board state right now. Don't have a lot of threats. Oh, there's that Eldritch Dreamer. For, what is that, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? I can actually play the Eldritch Dreamer and get the Mastery Time in with it in the same turn. But I want to wait on the Inquisitor. I want him to Inquisitor my Buccaneer, so we're going to do that, and then I'll play the Eldritch Dreamer after to get it not targeted by his stuff. So we'll wait to play this Eldritch Dreamer because I know he has an Inquisitor in hand. Actually, but it should cost 8. It'd take him 2 turns. Yeah. Alright, let's go for it. We can do this all in 1 turn. Play another Dreamer. Mastery of Time. So I can at least draw an extra card with it. Deal 5 here. It should cost 8 because I countered one of them. Okay, that draws me a card. That's not what I want to see, but okay. Let's see if I draw a better card here. Countermagic would be really good here for that Inquisitor to defend my Eldritch Dreamer, or Arcane Shield would be good here. I've got 1 Arcane Shield in the deck. Another Eldritch Dreamer. Sure, we'll throw that out. That's fine. 2 Eldritch Dreamers on the table, but he can only deal with 1. That seems really good. He might Extinction here, but I don't know. I think he'd have to draw into it. We'll see. If he has his Extinction, that blows me out pretty good. So maybe I shouldn't have played that second Eldritch Dreamer, but I'd rather just keep the pressure on. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's Extinction, so that'll blow me out pretty good. He still has an Inquisitor in hand, but he doesn't... I think it costs 8, and he doesn't have the resources to play it, so... Plenty more threats to draw into on my side of the table. Except that I keep drawing shards, so we'll go ahead and pass the turn back to try to save our clock as much as possible. We're about 2 minutes ahead on our clock, so that's good. Let's go in the distance on this game. I'm trying to finish the game. Yeah, I've kind of flooded a little bit harder than my opponent. I've got 11. Corrupt Harvester. Okay. It's like he gets some of the stuff for Blood Diamond control, but not all of it. I mean, he doesn't have. That means he doesn't have Vampire King in the deck, or maybe he does. He just doesn't have the playset. So yeah, Corrupt Harvester's going to gain him some life here, and that's going to put me in a bad position. Definitely going the distance on this game here. I've got 3 turns to live here to draw something to deal with the Corrupt Harvester, but there's not much left. The Extinction kind of blew me out. I probably should have just played the 1, but even if I had done it the other way, oh, there's a Vampire King. Even if I had saved one of my Eldritch Dreamers, like, he still has Inquisitor, so he can still deal with it. I could have played it after the Extinction, but then, you know, it's still not the best situation to be in. Yeah, I'm just top decking shards here. So let's go to game 2. Okay. I would like to be in reserves. There we go. So we definitely want another Arcane Shield for his deck. Storm Colossus seems good too. I didn't see... whatever it's called. Sapper Shard, probably not the greatest in this matchup. And then Eternal Guardian's another one that's really good here. Yesterday could be good. Let's see. What's not the best? Eldritch Dreamer is pretty bad in this matchup. Splinter isn't bad though. Splinter's pretty good. Time Ripple? Time Ripple seems really good. Menacing Gralk. Take that down and play some more Time Ripple. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe 1 less Thunderbird. Play a playset of Time Ripple, I guess, for his stuff. I think the 2 Arcane Shields will really be helpful in this matchup, actually. I probably should have gone down to 1 Eldritch Dreamer, but we'll see. Play first. This is a pretty ugly hand, so, but we'll keep it. We'll see how this goes. It's going to be a slow game anyways. This gets me pretty close to playing my 7-drop. Mulls to 6. almost a 6, so feeling decent about this game. But I felt good about last game, and we saw what happened there, so... No turn 1 chosen. The Ancestor's chosen, unfortunately. Yeah, it's going to be a slow game anyway, so we've got plenty of time to build up board states. I'm surprised, like, Mono Ruby feels like it could come right underneath his version of the Blood Diamond control. So I'm, you know, if there was a Mono Ruby in the tournament, I think that would do pretty well versus his deck in particular, specifically. So the question is, do I run out Splinter? That depends. I guess it depends if he has 2 blood resources up. Did at least I did take that game pretty long though. Pretty long time in that we spent in that board state. So 2 blood resources. I think I just have to commit though. I have to throw something out. To throw out the Splinter. It does infinitely block his thing and not kill it, so that's actually a really positive thing. His Inquisitor. So that seems really strong to me. Even if he Inquisitors it, I can block it infinitely, and it won't go back to his hand. And so that becomes less problematic then. Hey, another Splinter. Throw out the Splinter. Plus, I still have the 1-shot on it where I can counter something. So expect to see Inquisitor here. If not, then I can defend this thing with Countermagic for quite a while. Oh, he's just going to murder it, I guess. Okay, sure. That works too. It's one of those things where we're kind of going card for card with each other. Hopefully I won't flood like I did last game. Claw the Mountain God. Okay. Interesting choice. This guy's deck is kind of weird. I can Gralk that thing in a turn, so I'll wait and do that. I'll throw out the Splinter here again. And actually I needed to draw a card first. And then I can Gralk it the following turn. Ooh, I can throw out this guy. Sure, I'll throw that guy out. Cast a turn. No attacks. So if he swings in for 5, he's taking 2, and I swing for 4, so I'm actually ahead on the damage. And I can Gralk him, so I can actually sit on the Gralk and then sit on Countermagic for like the Extinction or whatever. If he Inquisitors here, that's a problem. Just going to dim into his guy. Alright, gains 5. Okay, so that puts him ahead a little bit, but it's still kind of inconsequential. Fine, I'll take 5, sure. That's fine. Just gonna play a Forgotten Lord, sure. Okay. So now I definitely want to Gralk the field to push damage. Because now if he Extinctions, it's not that bad for me. So yeah, we'll go and Gralk to push damage here. If he Extinctions, it's a 3 for 3. He trades Extinction plus his 2 guys for my field. I didn't see a single repel out of his deck, which is surprising. I'll take 2 more, and then next turn I can deal 5. He can deal 8 back. I can block the 5 with the Ancestor Chosen. I've got Countermagic up. Looks decently good right now for me. Plus I've got the Splinter as well to counter things. So I'm guessing he didn't draw into Inquisitor, otherwise he would have played him already. Inquisitor only blocks Ancestor's Chosen here, which that's not really that great. If he plays it, he can. Oh, and he can get rid of Splinter, and then I can basically infinitely block for Forgotten Lord with that if I want to. So no plays on his turn, surprising. Okay, got the Buccaneer here. So I can play the Buccaneer and still have Countermagic up, which seems pretty good to me. So yeah, I'll go ahead and Buccaneer his Claw. If he replays the Claw, I'll let him. I mean, I'm all about it. It's going to repel that guy. Let's see. I'll make him replay it, or do I counter it straight up? Nah, I guess I'll just counter it, just to defend my guy. There's that repel we were talking about. Pass priority, so... I think I still Buccaneer his Claw, though, here. Yeah, we still want to do that. We're going to Buccaneer his Claw here. Problem is, if he has Extinction, then I'm in a kind of a bad spot here. That's the only problem with that play. So maybe I should have just taken the damage, taken the 8 damage instead. But I don't think he's got Extinction. Take 3? Sure. I'll take 3. Swing for 5. King Gabe? If he plays King Gabe, that's kind of problematic. Or Extinction. Okay, well now he does. So he did have the Extinction. There you go. I've got Countermagic for his Claw. And I got Time Ripple, so we'll just sit and wait. Get some offense going. Actually, I'll probably just let him play it and then just let him deal damage to himself and then Time Ripple his guy on the attack. Sure, he plays a Claw. You get a Claw. Time Ripple would have been, well, it wouldn't have been useful there. It would have been in response to the Extinction if I had 2 resources up, which I didn't have. Yeah, there's 2 Time Ripples. Okay, so it's just stalling right now. That's all we're doing. So, yep. Hope he gives this guy life drain here. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah. Sweet. Swings in. Go and Time Ripple. Gonna play Forgotten Lord. I'll say no to that. Not in the best board state, though. It looks like it's his game, quite honestly. I've got a Time Ripple here. I mean, that's not very much of anything. Alright, I've got a Gralk I can play. So he can replay his guy, I can Gralk it, and then I can Time Ripple it and stuff. Okay. Sure. Not the best. I can Time Ripple my own Gralk in response to an Inquisitor, too, I guess. Yep. Get your Claw of the Mountain God. Claw of the Mountain God might actually kill him. That's a resource. Sure. Exhaust this guy with Gralk. Ooh, a Mastery of Time. That's kind of fun. So I guess I get Mastery of Time next turn. So, yep, and I can Time Ripple my Gralk if I need to, so that's good. That's good times. some damage. Master time to 4. Ooh, play King Gabe. I guess I have to let it go through, really. That sucks. I need to draw one of my big 6-drop guys. That could, yeah, that would probably win the game for him all by itself here. Actually, I can Mastery Time and then replay my Gralk to exhaust his field. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and do that. We'll Mastery Time here. Swing through with Gralk, then go to the next turn. Get 2 more damage with Gralk, then time ripple it, replay it to exhaust his field. Don't worry about it reloaded. It happens, man. I appreciate you. So, you know, you can't... You know, I mean... I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. So, we'll go ahead and... We have to... Let's go to attack phase first. Pass priority, swing through with Gralk. Let's see. And then I can... Yes, I can replay the Gralk, so we'll do that. Deal the combat damage. If I had 1 Spectre in play, I could win here. And replay the Gralk here. Actually, you know what? I think I win here. Because he'll deal 2 damage to himself, and then as long as he can't kill my Gralk or Inquisitor it, then I can win, right? Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah, or gain life. If he can't gain life here, that's the main thing. Yeah, his own claw killed him. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I guess. For me it is, at least. Let's see. I think Thunderbird's actually going to be really good in this match. Because he doesn't seem to have that many flyers to deal with it. So we're going to throw those Thunderbirds back in. That's a must-answer threat. Yesterday is good in response to his sweep, but I don't think it's really going to work for me. We'll pull that out. Mirror Knight. Maybe get rid of one of these and play... Yeah, another Splinter. Splinter seems really good in this matchup. I think that's good. We'll save and continue. But Thunderbird seems really good also. He just doesn't seem to have flyers. He is like... I saw 1 Vampire King. That's all I've seen for flyers, and I should be able to deal with 1 Vampire King. But yeah. He's mulled the last 2 games. So, I don't know. We'll see if he mulls again here. Oh, wow. Wow. And he mulls again. Wow. That, I don't know. I feel like his deck isn't built the most efficiently. Like the curve is a little bit off or something. We'll keep this. So, open up Ancestors Chosen and a Mirror Knight, and we have Buccaneer ready. He has to kill this Mirror Knight, so it'll use up some of his removal. And if he doesn't, then, yeah, I'm in pretty good shape. But turn 1 Ancestors Chosen is pretty sick here. Hopefully he'll sit on the board a little longer than he did in game 1. Mirror Knight's basically just a buff for the deck for that extinction, that eventual extinction that hits the table. So that way I can redraw my hand. So we're not going to attack in with our Ancestors Chosen in case he has Repel. We know he has Repel in his deck, so we actually can't attack with the Ancestors Chosen here. For not to lose my Ancestors Chosen to a Repel. But we'll go ahead and play our Mirror Knight here. Just sit on board state. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pass the turn here. There's a lot of things in his deck that, like, when I Buccaneer them, it's really bad for me, so I may not actually Buccaneer anything here. I may just run it out to get the card draw off of Mirror Knight and all that. I don't want the Mirror Knight to die to a Repel either, so I can't really use that here. Yeah, we're just going to run out the Buccaneer, and that's at least something offensive. I need to get some offense on the table here, so we're going to decline. Again, he doesn't have a lot that I want to target with it. Like, those Inquisitors are not the best to target with Buccaneer. Some of the other stuff is okay, but even, like, yeah, like, King Gabriel, pretty bad target for Buccaneer. But losing him to a Repel isn't that bad. Extinction, sure. So I get to draw a card. Yep. Okay, I need to draw a resource here. I actually need a resource now. There we go. We'll go ahead and run out our Splinter, as that's a pretty decent play against the Inquisitor meta that's out there now. Plays an Inquisitor, I'll hope that he won't have two of them, and I'll run out my Eldritch Dreamer. If not, I'll probably, I don't know, I'll probably sit and wait. I expect to see an Inquisitor here, though. Yep, there we go. Sure. So, yeah, I can infinitely block him and not have to worry about the Inquisitor going back to his hand. That seems pretty relevant to me. Let's see, so do I run out the Eldritch Dreamer or not? Oh, there's a Spectre. I think I'd rather play the Spectre here, so that way I have Countermagic up. Again, I can infinitely block this guy, and then Countermagic for the next guy seems pretty good. Oh, look, that's good too. That'll let me play Gralk as well, so that puts me in a good spot. Ooh, a Thunderbird. Nah, that's also pretty good here. But I want to be able to play Countermagic, so I'm going to, in case there's another Extinction. So I don't want to run out the Thunderbird because I want to be able to Countermagic the Extinction. I don't think he has any buffs for his Inquisitor, so this should be a pretty safe block. Anything to give him like +1, the whatever it's called. And I have Countermagic for it anyways, and I have a Splinter can also counter it. So we'll block here. Now I do have the Splinter to counter the Extinction, so I could have run out the Thunderbird there, but so that was probably a play mistake. All right, so yeah, we're definitely countering this. We do not want to deal with Vampire King at all. So definitely good that I didn't. I could have used Splinter there, but I think I'd rather just, yeah, let's do it that way. Yeah, Vampire King I don't want to deal with. Alright, so we're going to run out Eldritch Thunderbird. No, let's just run out the Thunderbird. I think that's offensive enough, and it makes it look like I still have Countermagic up. So I'll go ahead and swing through with the Spectre here, and then I've got Gralks for a couple of turns, which I think I'll probably hold on to those two. I can defend the Eldritch Dreamer for a turn with Splinter. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and yeah, I can. No, that was a mistake. Ah, my gosh, so many play mistakes. I needed to hold on to that because he probably has Extinction. He might have Extinction here, so that's pretty bad play mistake there. So if he has Extinction here, that puts me in a really bad spot. Ah, big play mistake on that Eldritch Dreamer. I should have held it, because now I can't counter with Splinter. That's what happens when I try to do things fast. So I'll go ahead and he can gain 3 life. He's just holding on to board state now. That's all he's doing. Drawing the card here is going to be really big for me. So our exile also will be big. Okay. So I'll exile my Eldritch Dreamer, obviously, but I still get to deal 4 damage. So that tells me he probably does. If he had Extinction, he would have played it there. So he has to top deck Extinction now. So I just have to press damage, I guess. But playing Gralk into this board state seems not relevant because he can't do anything anyways. I can play the Ancestor's Chosen, however. I like that Thunderbird is like a soft counter to Inquisitor. Like after, you know, it gains its power back eventually. We'll go ahead and run out our Chosen here. We do have Countermagic still on the Azathoth, so we can stop the next extinction for a turn. So board state looks amazing for me right now. No real reason to play these Gralks right now. There's nothing that I need to exhaust to push the damage through. He can gain life again if he wants, but it's just, you know, it's putting a band-aid on like a, you know, gaping, you know, flesh wound, you know. Let's see, what's the timer he's got? So this will be 5 damage, and then 6 damage, and then 7 damage. Oh, he's playing Droz. That's fine. I can exhaust that. If he extinctions, that's fine. I'll just exhaust it. I'll just exhaust it with Gralk and then swing through. And I can Gralk him over 2 turns. That's perfectly fine. He's trying to save his things for his Droz, and so yeah, if he extinctions his own Droz, that's whatever. Storm Colossus, okay. Which would be a great one to reestablish board state with if he does extinction at some point in time. But we're going to go ahead and do this so we can push as much damage as possible here. And then also he can't swing back with his Droz. Lots of damage. So let's see, that's 6. Next turn it'll be 7, 8, and 9. I can play another Gralk and just, yeah. If he can't extinction, that'll be game. And if he does, then I do have Storm Colossus to re-establish board state. And he's already played 1 extinction, so that should help me hold on to board state and eventually win. If I draw, I just need to draw a resource in order to play it. That's all. If I draw, what's it called, Sapper Shard here, I can win next turn. So that'll be 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Sapper Shard will win. Except that I sided them out, so they're actually not even in the deck. So there's no chance of that, if I remember right. Because they don't actually deal very well with most of the stuff in his deck. So I sided them out. Therefore, the, what's it called, deck. I think he's looking at the board state, trying to figure out if he can come back here or do something. He may have some removal in his hand, which would definitely change my math quite a bit. Not being able to stop Thunderbird is kind of a big deal. It's a very nice offensive troop to have. Doesn't block very well though, it just trades with everything. Drawing another resource would be awesome too, because I could have Splinter up to counter his next thing. Just gonna Sapper's charge my Thunderbird. Very likely it'll go to Thunderbird, which means I only get 2, 3, 4, 5 damage through, which is fine because Gralk will finish the rest of the damage off for me. Yep. Although he could have waited, but it's best that he doesn't wait. He so far I haven't drawn my Arcane Shield yet. Yeah. It'd be nice to draw some of these Spectres. Nope. Okay. That's actually really good though anyways. So we'll go ahead and swing for our 6 and then our 5, and then play the Gralk, and we'll have Countermagic up with the Splinter. Yeah, he can't take the 8 damage to unexhaust his Walker. Otherwise, he could unexhaust him if he could gain some life, but he can't. So this looks pretty good for me right now with Splinter up. that extra counter magic on the table. Looks pretty good. Plays Resource, plays whatever his name is, King Gabe, Solitary Exile. He can't Extinction now, so I might as well counter it, make him replay it. Let's see, because he can. Let's see, that'll be 2 in the air. Yeah, I might as well stop it. Yeah, replays it, sure. Exhaust, or you'll probably get my Gralk, one of my Gralks. Yeah, gets one of my Gralks, which is funny because if I were to destroy it or if I bounce it, then a Gralk comes into play and exhausts his stuff again. No real reason to play a Storm Colossus. We're still a turn actually, yeah, we need 1 more point of damage to win here. We don't have it on the table. Another Ancestor's Chosen. I guess I can run that guy out. He really can't exhaust his walker. It doesn't. If it's exhausted, it doesn't unexhaust unless he pays 8 life. So that's pretty bad. It's like a dead card just sitting on the table. I'm gonna go ahead and run out the Chosen in case he has Extinction. He'll have to Extinction here, and then I can reestablish board state with Storm Colossus. Well, it's just one more thing that forces that Extinction out of his hand. He can gain some life here off of Splinter, but I might as well, yeah, probably. Okay, Citizenry to help out his Inquisitor. I'll take the 5 and then deal damage back, sure. I'll just take the 5 here. I deal 2, I deal 4. That's fine, I'll take 5. I really don't think he has Extinction. He has 1 card left in hand. Chances are pretty good it's not Extinction, so I should be clear to play the Storm Colossus. I'm not sure if I need to just yet, though. I kind of want to just sit on it. And there's a chance he could draw into it as well. Oh, there's a Time Ripple. Well, that helps. So 2, 3, 4. I'll Time Ripple my Gralk at the end of the turn and replay it. Yeah, I can do that. No, I can't. I need 8 resources to do that. You know what, I'll just swing through and I'll Time Ripple his Inquisitor when he puts Life Drain on it again. And that should be the game. I still don't want to play my Storm Colossus here, so we'll just sit on that. No reason to give up an Ancestor's Chosen because the clock doesn't change when I do that. He can replay his Inquisitor if I do that, though. I might as well just... Let's see. Well, if he replays it, then he doesn't gain the life, and I can still deal 2, so that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I can still deal enough damage to win. So we'll go ahead and Time Ripple his Inquisitor, and he'll replay it in the second main phase. We want to stop him from gaining life here, because that's what's keeping him alive. Top decks a Shard, plays Inquisitor, targets Gralk or Ancestor's Chosen or something. Ancestral Spectre, one of those two. Yep, targets my Gralk. And then deal 2 in the air that he can't stop. That's what it looks like. Unless he might have Repel here. If he has Repel here, then the game's still on. Go ahead and play that, I guess. Swing through for 2. He only has 3 minutes left in the round, too. Let's see what the round timer is. HexTechs is. It's a minute. Well, he did play what, 2 or 1? He played 1, so I mean, gotta choose, pick your spots, you know. He's played a lot of Extinction today, so there we go. So 2-1 for me. I'll leave this.